Welcome back, everybody, to Sanity Lost. This show, you shook your head like that. That's not what the show is called, and I was like,
New.
It took me a half a second where I'm just like, this is the right show, right? Because on Wednesday I have to record the other podcast I'm on. So
And now
I'm
that this
just
intro
bringing
is
all of
scrubbed,
the weird energy tonight.
now that this intro
okay.
is scrubbed,
No, we're keeping it. I don't change intros. If you want to see some intros that probably should have been thrown out, there's a bunch in not Sanity Lost in Pointless Discourse. There's multiple.
Aren't those the best ones? When...
Oh yeah, I totally keep them where Hop will mess up, and there was one I can't remember which episode, but like the mouth was not speaking, like it was not working correctly, and so like I started off the episode, we had the music, and she came in, was just saying like, "Hey everybody, welcome." And then it was just so all I did was just restart the music every time. She's like, until she finally got it. And then it was like I just kept that in. The joys of me being the editor.
Talking is hard. Yeah.
words are hard.
But we want to talk about weird. Okay. So I woke up at 5 today. That was fun. But I woke up at 3. Hold up. I wrote it down.
366.
At 3:32. 366. That's not a real time.
3:32.
You had to think about it though.
I was
Is
half
there
listening.
something important about that number?
No, I just woke
Other
up.
than it's terribly early?
Yeah,
Right.
no. Well, it's just when I woke up. So like I'm trying to trick my brain to allow me to get into work slightly earlier.
Okay.
And the way I did it was this whole weekend convincing my brain that work starts at 6:00. So I woke up at 5.
Have you been
something.
late to work, or you just
Oh, yeah.
want to start?
Oh yeah, so late.
What time does work actually start?
7.
Okay, so you gave yourself an entire hour buffer.
Well, normally I'll get there like, I don't know. Mornings are not great. So
7 is early.
yeah,
That's early.
especially when like you have a real tough time sleeping.
Yeah.
But yeah, so normally it was like around 7, like I'll kind of get in there at 7:30 or something like that, but I'm like, I was already planning because we're getting to our busy season to like try to get there a little bit early. Which I did, but yeah, so pretty much, yeah, this whole weekend there was 2 things. This whole weekend I put on, or told myself that work starts at 6:00. And then I got there at 6:30, so it worked today. But then the second thing was I put on my normal alarm, and then I put the loudest unenjoyable sound on my phone that I know would like my neighbors would hear. And if anybody wants to know, just look up the like Super Nintendo, like the old school Mega Man games, and just listen to Proto Man's whistle.
Oh no.
Yeah, so imagine that at full volume, and the threat of that is what actually got me out of my bed, because it didn't go off today. I know that sound is going to go off.
At some point, yeah.
It will go off.
You did the like pre-anxiety wake up.
Yes, but then I did it super hard at 3:32
Yeah.
because I had
yeah,
a
you
dream.
overshot it.
I had a dream where I was in somebody's house, like, what was it? I was getting something. I can't remember what it was, but it was like weird because the person was definitely on a date.
In
like,
their house,
in
and
their
you were
house.
there.
Like they had their like significant other, and like I was in there just like kind of like, oh, I need, like, as we were joking before stream, it was like, the recording was like, oh man, I need like some milk or something like that. So like I'm in there and it's a dream. So like I'm just in shorts. Just walked in this person's house, just there, getting stuff out of the thing. And then like the guy the date, who was a dude, comes in and was just like, "Guy, what are you doing?" I'm just like, "What are you talking about?"
I
And
just
then
need some milk.
and then he proceeded to get extremely angry at me
Well, yeah.
because I was turning into bread.
Oh, well, that is an interesting reason to get mad.
Yes.
Were you actually turning into bread?
Yes. Not literally, but dream. Yes. Dream me.
Yes, I mean, like in your
To
dream, were
where
you turning
it
into
proceeded,
bread?
and I wrote this down in my phone because I'm like, I don't know what the heck this is, but it's going to be used for something. Hold up. Where'd it go?
You turning into bread?
Yes.
So what I hear is that you had a dream that you were on the Starship Heart of Gold playing with the infinite improbability drive.
I can't even tell what I wrote today. It says, hold on, let me just make sure that Sleep Addled Me didn't write something that will get everything ruined here.
Okay.
Okay, a boy has it all, a best friend, someone he cares for, and is loved by all. Buttoned day. But I think, but one day, he is cursed to become human bred, and everyone but a few close to him hates him for telling lies and not listening to him. And that's all I wrote, and I went back to bed to wake up pretty much an hour and a half later.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of
That's
heroin,
so funny. Yeah. That was off recording, Johnny. You don't bring that up. What stays off or sis?
I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez
I
Louise.
did not
No.
did not want
what
to
is set off?
reveal your heroin problem on our podcast.
Oh.
What set off?
please no.
What set off recording definitely does not stay off recording. We know that.
I didn't even hear heroin. I heard heroin. I'm like, what the heck is that? Was it on the podcast when I told my niece that she should try black tar heroin, and she was like,
Yeah.
no, and my brother and was like, good.
Yeah, that was definitely mentioned in multiple places. I'm pretty sure here as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
I knew we were talking about it. I don't remember if we were actually recording or not.
Oh, it's up there now. I'm a good uncle.
Yeah.
I'm a memorable uncle.
You're an uncle.
John and I have been watching the real oh boy,
Mhm.
It's
real
just called the
world
challenge at this
road
point, but
rules challenge. Yeah, but that's a full name. Please say that 5 times fast. Real world.
Can you
road
say it
rules
one time
challenge.
normal?
Real world road rules challenge, or the challenge. And we watched the finale of the most recent season. The new season is now starting. And so, John, I didn't tell you this, but all last night I was dreaming that I was in the challenge and I was doing all of the things. And
So what is this?
Yeah.
What is this challenge?
So it's basically back, like, do you remember the road rules in Real World back on MTV in like the mid '90s? Yeah,
I was not really an MTV watch. I never.
I
watched
wasn't
MTV,
either.
so-
Yeah, I knew of them, but basically they were like reality shows from MTV, and then once they had done those kind of long enough, they sort of like pivoted into doing like obstacle course competitions with these people that were on the show. And so it's like evolved into this like elaborate competition where you have like a social, it's like Survivor but
on
Ninja
steroids.
Warrior. So take Survivor and Ninja Warrior and blend them together, and that's essentially what this is.
No. Take Big Brother and Ninja Warrior and put it
Yeah,
together.
that's probably-
And that's what this
Yeah, that's
is.
true.
It's
It's
like
probably
that
accurate.
like social like manipulative gaming type thing with like the most insane physical challenges of all time. And it is insane. Oh, yeah. Like someone almost died. John, I didn't tell you this, but the girl that broke her face,
Yeah.
they told her that if it had hit her eye, she would have died.
Oh gosh.
Like it would have gone through her brain. So like these things are like insane. This is like such an insane show, and it's just like in my brain. I think only of the challenge now.
Well, my guess
So
is they're not going to use the slingshot
The
thing
slingshot
anymore
anymore.
because that feels like a huge liability.
Liability.
So
Yeah.
I came across another show on Hulu recently called Special Forces World's Toughest Test, and it's kind of that
Ooh.
kind of a concept, but
Right.
you basically
Okay.
take 16 celebrities and put them through the Special Forces selection training process,
Mm,
and
Interesting. Like
it's
real celebrities or like reality TV
like
celebrities?
combination of Olympic gymnast or Olympic athletes and uh, ex-football stars and all the wide gambit of celebrity athletes and just pure TV
Interesting.
personalities and like all over the place. And it's interesting how they respond to a lot of those challenges. There's one complete season's up, and there's another season that's 4 episodes in
Ooh.
currently.
Okay.
That it's pretty interesting.
Well,
I've enjoyed it so far, but the challenges there are very much life and death, and like they take them to the very edge of what they are
edge of
capable of.
that. Also, I think that woman died.
No.
Babe, did that woman die?
No.
I mean,
Like a
lucky for her,
watermelon to
it's
the
a
face?
melon. I mean, the melon will like explode, but
No, she didn't die. She got,
I'm sure she
Oh.
got her face messed up pretty good.
I think it's George of the Jungle when he's like, our hero didn't die, but he did get a massive boo-boo.
I just watched it again. That's brutal.
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
You know what's also
Okay.
rough? Being chased by a giant ox man down the road. Ba boom, ba boom. That's right. Transition. Woo.
Seamless
That
transition.
was perfection.
Yep. It is law. Transition law. If you do one that is halfway decent, you must call all attention, ruining the seamless transition.
Of course.
Also, there was something else in my head that I was thinking. I was like, I can't remember. But anyway, there's so many arrows on here, and I think you're just at the corner. I think
Yeah.
that's where you guys are at.
I think
Yeah.
we're like headed down. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was marking my
We have so
planned
far to go.
route.
You are right there. Visual jokes that make no
moved.
sense because,
It moved a long ways, and it took me a minute to find it.
No one else can see it.
yeah, maybe in future seasons when, well, if there are seasons, I meant to say chapters. Maybe I'll actually record video ones,
Oh boy.
depending if there's like a decent map. But that's for future me to worry about. So yes, I think we ended on your guys' turn. I should have wrote this down. I think it's
I have it. I have
As
it.
we last ended, we got the radio call back saying that they are ready for us, and the creature had not moved to catch up to.
No, yeah, I was gonna
Or
say.
to creature had not moved to our.
I think it was our turn. It was our turn. So the monster starts reaching for the tailgate, and then Caleb did pass the drive check. Oh no, we did take our turn. Caleb passes the drive check, gets the full length of the street. And then Timio
Timio.
Timio radios.
Timio killed the radio star. Title.
So yeah, so it's the monster's turn, I believe, at the end of round 7.
Yeah, because I was like, he hasn't moved. Well, you ain't going like this. So
can't make the whole length of the street, can he?
We made much more of that whenever we played last. You see all these little red dots that are on the thing? That's him moving. He only slowed down in this corner because Skip was getting his legs like chopped off.
Chopped off, I know.
So I should bring up this other list right here, just to make sure I can find out the most efficient way I can ruin all your days. Sanity Lost. Here's season 1 because I have too many notes. I had to like split it up by potential seasons. Nope, it's definitely not that file. It is this one, I think. Nope, it's this one. There it is. All right. Okay. So, yeah, so pretty much it's going to charge at the van, and it's going to just try to, like, shoulder check pretty much the van, the truck. So, I rolled a 20, so he's definitely got some speed going here. And yes, he slams into the side of the truck, which it pretty much shakes everybody up a little bit, but pretty much nobody really takes damage, but it's going to make everyone's next check 10% more difficult with him just crashing into the side. I think it was this one. Is that the color I was using? So there you go. So, but now we're at the top of your guys' rounds. And yeah.
What Caleb is basically flooring it now to try and get down this road back towards the field where they're doing this ritual.
A solid 15 miles per hour.
Oh, that is not a good start to this process here. That is a 71 over 37.
Woof. That's rough.
Yeah, that's not a good plan here, or good start here.
So it's not a crit fail, but I'm gonna say him hitting it threw you off balance, so you're pretty much just at the end of this. Like you only make it you don't make it to the intersection. Like you only make it a couple feet forward. Like you're still moving. Here, I'll switch to. I think this is the color you're using. You're like kind of right here.
That's not very far.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I mean,
Yeah, you only make it like a couple feet down. Like maybe as you were turning, he hit the back of your truck, and it caused like you to like fishtail a little bit before, and like you were able to gain control, but you weren't able to like really get any distance.
Swerving.
Yeah. Who would like to go next?
I think Skip and I essentially go at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Are you
unfortunate-
still like comatose?
No, because Ashley threw something at me.
Yeah. He's like, stupid, wake up. Huh? We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, that's right.
Not when I'm on the radio.
And we threw our Molotov cocktail, right? We don't have any more of those.
Yep, that's what that fire is, the bus.
Yeah, okay. I guess, Skip, unless you're doing something else, I guess I'll just try to shoot at it again.
Well, remember, you got cold blood.
Does
Skip
she have it?
does.
Skip
I've
does.
got it.
No, Skip does. So
Yeah.
just everything is 20%. Every physical
Yeah,
thing is 20%
yeah, I know. Nope. That is a 66 over 30.
I don't even know what you were trying to do. What were you trying to do?
Oh, I
just
was trying to
it?
shoot it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like laughs at you. Just like, haha, you can't aim cripple. No.
So mean. So mean.
The fun thing is, that is going to be the only thing my neighbor hears. To also be fair, I think my neighbor woke me up by having fun times with their significant other. Anyway, apartment life is fun, guys. Hey, Skip, what are you doing?
Can I do an occult
No.
check to see how to dispel this issue that I am suffering?
Let's see, what occult warrant? Yeah, you can do an occult. Trying to see if there's anything else that would work, but yeah, roll occult and we'll see if you learn something.
That is a 23 under. What is my called? 60.
60.
But that's.
So-
Do we have penalties? You said there's 10.
No.
No.
No. Oh, yes, you have a 10%.
Alright,
Yeah,
so it's still
that-
it's
everything's-
23 under 50.
Alright, so that's a hard.
That's still a hard
Success.
success.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only problem is like you remember reading about the titles and like maybe brief descriptions, but there's not a ton of material that you'd be able to gather here, at least in Centralia. But you remember a case of it saying that it will wear off with time, but it wasn't very clear.
Gotcha. Alright.
So,
Alright, well,
speaking of which, I probably should roll that.
there is not much else I can do.
I know how long it lasts now.
Oh, good.
Can you do anything to try and distract it? Like give Caleb
I
a.
don't know that we have anything left to throw. I mean, I could try shooting, but I mean, my gun skill's only at 50, so with minus 30, I'm at 20. I mean, I could try.
Pick something that might be in the truck that I can roll luck on having with me.
Do you have a
A hand
caltrops?
grenade?
Clanking around somewhere in the back here, or proximity
doesn't seem like-
mines, or
Do you have a grenade?
You see, this is the boss if we were playing Resident Evil that you would get the red RPG to shoot at. Some lady would just throw it on the ground and you'd be like, here you go, main
some
character.
character you saw once early on in the game would pop up and be like, take this.
It's dangerous to go alone, take this. Okay.
And that's
But,
your cue, Dave, to now introduce that character and toss me an
No.
RPG.
I've already had enough characters introduce you to random garbage.
So
Not ones that are gonna save our lives.
What are you talking about? You have 3 of the most capable or 4 NPCs literally doing the ritual that will save your life. You just gotta make sure Caleb can drive.
So I don't think this is something Caleb would be likely to have with him. So
Well, then don't mention it.
Well, so I would argue on maybe a hard luck success on this, perhaps, but the mine might use explosives on an occasional basis, and Caleb that might be something that he could transport.
So did Caleb move from maintenance to mine the actual mining production in the 15, 20 years?
I don't think
Because
he would have moved
wasn't
towards production, but that might have been something that, like this is why I'm saying it's not something I think he'd be likely to have, but potentially transporting it for some particular reason. I don't. I'm trying to figure out what other things might be useful that there's even the slightest chance there.
I have to put my foot down on that one because everything with Caleb's story that we learned over the past 50 years, however many years it's been, he's always been part of the maintenance side.
And that's fair.
Like
that's why I said it'd be a
yes.
slim chance. So
Yeah, no, I don't think. I think Buck is too much of too strict to let equipment like that leave without his notice. Now, if you were Percy, then you would have a decent argument. Yes, this isn't dynamite.
yeah, I mean, the only story way I could really see that being a thing is if it had been something that they were planning on doing some demolitions that, like, the next day or something, that it's like, yeah, I'll get them out there to that spot. But like I said, it'd be a very, very slim chance of it being a thing.
I don't say no to a ton of things, but I am going to say no to that one.
I'm trying to come up with what else might be in the truck.
I know, but yeah, I think Ashley's still just yelling, just like, let's see. Well, no, that's a Pathfinder thing. It's like he's gonna give you. It's like that's not a thing, to my knowledge. So anyway, he's just kind of yelling. He's kind of doesn't really have anything to do, and so. Okay, so this this creature, as it kind of hits the back of your thing, like its feet catch up and it stumbles to the ground a little bit, and it's kind of like looks more like a bull, like as it's like kind of on its like kind of like on all fours, just kind of like staring down, well not down, but like at you guys. As it's still at that corner, kind of just slipped it and tripped over itself. So you guys have a window.
Let's see. I mean, Caleb's just gonna continue trying to floor it towards the next corner that they've got to make. Because we said all of this area up here is like wooded.
Yes, that's all wooded. Yes.
So we're aiming for this spot up here.
Yep.
So what is with my rolls tonight?
No.
That is a 65 over 37.
You don't have the 10% anymore, by the way. That 10%.
I know that's the raw roll.
Okay. Yep. No, I was just making sure.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah. No, I think you're not 100% sure if that collision made something wrong with your vehicle, or if you're just not gaining traction. But yeah, we'll put y'all. It wasn't like an abysmal failure, so we'll say you're kind of like right here now. So.
Okay. Is there anything that we can do from the back that like can help him? Like, can we
Get out and push?
stabilize somehow, or like sit in the truck a certain way?
Do we have a destination that we're going, or at this point?
Yeah, we're getting up to the field.
Yeah, you know that the ritual area is set. You gotta lure him back.
Right. Okay.
Which that part sounds hard because he's about to kill us anyway. But yeah, I'm wondering like, maybe we notice that
That
he's
there are rocket
spinning.
boosters in the back of the truck, and we should just attach them to the side.
There's a nitrous oxide tank
I will
that
say,
we missed.
if there's always a chance, if you don't think you could do anything to delay the creature, you can always be a spotter, and that could potentially make
We look
the
for
drive
His
check
drive
easier.
checks. Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Like, I want to
Yes.
help make the drive checks easier for
Yeah.
him.
So, what would you like to do? Heroin?
Yes, absolutely.
There's the title. Heroin? Question mark? It's a supplement, guys. I swear. The FDA has now stepped into this little podcast to let you know that they are complete idiots.
Listen to nothing they say. Okay, so as
Or
a
listen to all.
spotter. Well, okay, so Cora feels that the truck is like struggling to gain traction, and so she's just gonna like, I think wherever she's at, she's been knocked over. She's gonna move to the back of the truck bed, like close to the tailgate, to like try and like give weight to it, and like calls for Skip to do the same thing. And then I guess I don't know how to be helpful in terms of spotting. Caleb, what do you need?
I don't know. I need a better drive auto, apparently. Or better
Yeah.
dice.
For the record, I did not buy Nite's dice. Well, I don't know. Look at your skills. Like,
What can I offer? Let's see.
I wonder.
Can I try to persuade the monster to leave us alone?
you can.
So here, I have a thought kind of on that path.
On persuading the monster?
Well, not exactly that, but
Like Terminator
what if you
2.
tried to scry on the monster while we're trying to escape? And see if you could do something with that to screw with it. I don't know what you can do with that ability specifically.
I mean, I know I can like look at what they're doing, and they sometimes can. Okay, so Dave, could I attempt to scry on the monster and not necessarily hide myself, but like distract him by him like feeling my presence there?
Yeah. You can give that a shot.
This is crazy. Okay. Okay. Which dice are we using? The ones that my dog doesn't like because they make weird noises. Okay. Okay. I am gonna use some luck. So that's a 70 over 64.
Alright.
So I'm gonna use luck to make that a pass.
Alright.
Because I'm not trying to be sneaky about it. Like I am like wanting him to know that I'm scrying as a way to like distract him, like for him to feel that presence and like look a different way or go looking for me.
Yep. So, Skip, without any explanation, you just see Cora just pass out again.
Wonderful.
So, Cora, you are now here, and I'm using this. I just realized it kind of looks like pee. But you're next to the creature, and the creature like just kind of like you see like one eye still like looking at the truck, but
Yeah.
then like the eye that it's in there just like a chameleon just goes like just drifts
Gross.
and looks at you, just like as one eye kind of just locks onto you. And yeah, we'll see how distracting you are in the oncoming turns.
Okay.
Skip, what do you want to do? Library use?
Start digging in the back of the truck for occult books.
Caleb, I didn't know you had so many books in your truck.
The back of Caleb's truck is like a infinite bag of holding.
That would be amazing.
Pull out an anti-aircraft turret and mount it on the back of the truck.
That's what he really wants. He just wants explosives.
I keep that there just in case we run into any weird monsters. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, there's probably not too much I can do other than assist, I guess, at this point.
I mean, you could... Yeah.
Like, I can't really do much physical that's going to be super helpful.
What's your spot hidden? Can you maybe, like, be kind of, like, use your spot hidden to, like, look out for obstacles or, like, try to give Caleb some pointers on how to, like, take off?
Yeah. Well, I mean...
Or, like, see what's causing the problem?
Yeah, or look, I don't, well, we don't really have, like, shortcut options here, do we? The blocks are pretty,
Yeah.
straight.
No, I think the issue right now is getting, like, straightened out and, like, going. Like,
Right.
we keep spinning out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could do something to that effect. I've got a 70 on spot hidden, so...
Yeah, like you might be able to, if you're looking at the road ahead, you might be able to, like, kind of how they do in rally cars.
Right, yes, just a general spotter. Alright, that is a 38 under 70. Are we still minus 10% on everything?
No, that was just for that one.
Okay.
It was more like, oh, that freaked me out.
Yep.
And like a brief distraction.
Alright, so 38 under 70.
All right. Yes, so with that 30 under 70, that's definitely a hard success. So with that, Caleb, add 20 to your next roll for...
Okay.
Yeah. You get 20% on your next drive check. But now, that's for next turn. Let's
But
see.
before you take the Ashley's turn and the monster's turn, is Skip going to mention anything about Cora apparently passing out again?
Nope, he didn't say it.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, it's something I would have noticed, but...
But he doesn't like her that much, let's be honest. No.
I mean, knowing that the state she's in, I think Skip would be more focused on we need to get to safety, and then he can...
I mean, I did just pass out.
Yeah.
Also, I was, like, just
Yeah.
unconscious.
Yeah,
So.
so can check on Cora after rather than trying to do that mid-chase.
Yeah, and Ashley does the same thing with that, so you're also going to get a plus 40 to your
Ooh.
next check, as he's
Okay.
like, to your next drive check, as he's pointing out, like, oh, careful, we didn't fill that pothole last year, and oh, that's where Mrs. Johnson fell down the stairs. Sucks to be her now. All right, so, well, with that roll though, Corey, you are being very distracting, but this creature has a goal.
Ugh.
As its left eye just kind of slowly as it turned to look at you in your astral form, it slowly turned back to the vehicle. It doesn't mean that it can't be useful later. It's just I rolled very well. As it strides forward. Boop. It is there. It is right behind you now, and it lifts the axe up. What do I want to do to that? I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Yes, okay. High or low? Let's find out who is gonna attack. I'm gonna roll a d6 here. 1 through 3 is gonna be actually 1, 2 Skip, 3, 4 Cora, 5, 6 Ashley. I rolled a 4. That's Cora, right?
Of course, it's Cora. It's always Cora.
Hi, Cora. No, it isn't. You didn't get hit with the axe yet.
I feel like anytime you roll for it, it's always Cora.
My dice have favorites. Well, I'll
Uh-huh.
ask you. I'm gonna roll high or low, and this is gonna determine what happens. So,
Ugh.
whatever high or low will give you the better option.
All right. Hi.
Okay. I either roll in the 20s or I roll 99s. Okay. That's high. So, this might not seem like the better option to you right now, but it lifts the axe up and brings it down upon you.
Yeah, doesn't seem like the better option, Dave.
Well, you're still in the vehicle. And that's definitely a hit. Okay, and now I gotta bring up these rules that I made up for this. Give me a power roll.
Okay. All right, at least my power is high. Okay, that's a 7 under 60.
Okay. You and your astral form doesn't feel anything, but yeah, pretty much the axe, like from Skip, from what you're seeing there, like the axe comes down and you're like, oh no, is it hitting me again? But it like goes and lodges into like Cora's shoulder neck area and just passes right through. Hold up, I gotta think about something. Okay, it goes and it actually gets stopped by the bed of the truck, or like bounces off the bed of the truck. But yes, you now, Cora, will also have the same effect as Skip sees that your body seems like it's getting heavy and slow.
Yeah.
Uh,
What are the status effect of that?
Any physical action
Yeah.
is 20% more difficult.
Okay.
But you are unaffected right now while you're in your astral form.
In my astral form.
And
Okay.
I roll this. Okay. Now I know how long it takes. And that is its turn. Go ahead.
Gosh, I don't want to know what the worst option was.
I hinted at it.
That wasn't great.
You're still in the vehicle.
Ugh.
So with
Okay.
with the 40% bonus,
You rolled a
That is-
99?
no, that is a 36 under 37. My dice hate me tonight.
You need new dice, like right now.
I switched.
What's your
the,
drive
We're gonna-
check?
I switched the sets.
We're gonna die.
37.
37. So it would be
77?
that.
Well, no.
it
So
would be much higher. Yeah.
okay, so there's two ways that you can do it. You can add 40% to the skill, or you can subtract 40 from the dice roll. So with the bonus, it was 36 under 37, or
Okay,
it's
whatever
or
way
it
you're doing
was
is-
or it was 76 under 77. Either way, it's the same result.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I was just making sure. I'm like, okay. In my head I always add to whatever you got to beat because that's what how my head works. But yeah, no. But you go, completely blissful. What's happening? And you are now roll. You make it past the intersection. You're now finally got your feet underneath you, and you're kind of up here now. You are so preoccupied with everything. You did not. No one is able to look down where the bus once was. So
Oh.
yeah. So you pass through that intersection. Like you got you're going and everything. And okay, other two, what you do?
So how do I hold this? And what can I do in this? Like,
Well,
can I...
to be fair, you never use it in real time, but like all
I
you
know.
know is like
Oh, I guess that's true. So I'm figuring this out as I go. Okay, so Cora's gonna try enough. Cora's gonna try. This is what I imagine, because scrying is really like putting yourself in like someone else's space. Cora's gonna like try to, and I guess I can use my persuade here, whatever that was that I said I was psychology, whatever it is. Hold on. I keep closing my thing so I can see the map.
you know
No,
you can hit
persuade.
the little double squares in the corner and be able to pop it out, right?
No, I didn't know that, Dave. Thank you.
Never say I don't do anything good for you.
Actually, you just axed me.
Okay.
So I think she's
axed your
gonna
husband
try.
last week.
It's true.
Phrases you never thought
me
you'd
say-
hear.
My dog is very anxious about this game. I think he feels that we're all gonna die here, and he's very upset about it. Let me just say.
I'm not.
Okay, so Cora has no idea if this is gonna work, but she is going to essentially try to. I'm trying to think how to like mind intimidate or like almost like speak into this creature's mind, taunting him, like just trying to, because she doesn't know what this can do, so she's just gonna try and like essentially throw her cognitive energy at this thing to persuade it to come and follow her. I don't know if you can do that with Scry.
Hey, it's not even a real thing in the game. I made it up, so
All right, you want me to try?
you can try.
Okay. So that's going to be a 39 under 85.
So you wanted to follow your astral
Yes.
form?
Yes. Or the like feeling. Like, I don't know if it can see my actual form. I want it to like feel me and like,
Well, it definitely
Come
knows
to
you're
me.
there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what your end game is.
to slow it down a little bit. Like, I'm still going to head in the direction of the
Okay.
field, but I want to be like in between the thing and the car. Like, I want it to be on me, not on the car.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's definitely looking at you. Like, every time you come close, it does look towards you. So,
Okay.
yeah. So we'll just see what
Okay.
happens. Skip, are you doing something similar this round as you did last time, trying to point
Yeah.
stuff out?
Yep, just gonna do another spot hidden check.
Since apparently Caleb needs help with his driving.
Apparently. It's 42 under 7.
Alright, is that a hard success?
No, that'd
No.
be normal.
Normal? Okay, you get a plus 10. And then Ashley is also doing the same thing. Kind of like there's tours of like LA, or Fairless Hills, not Fairless Hills, of Beverly Hills. Just
Tours
like,
by Ashley.
yeah. And he's just like, and that's where me and Cora went over there for a nice pumpkin pie. Oh, watch out for that. That's where the tree fell down. There's a weird dip in the road. But he also rolled very well, so you're gonna get a altogether a plus 30 to I'm guessing your drive roll. Let's see how successful the ghost of Cora is distracting the thingy. So it turns its attention back towards the vehicle, moves forward about here before stopping and like rising up to its full height and just stares down at you.
Okay.
Okay. I had to read something. Alrighty. Caleb, I'm
Hey.
assuming you want to go next.
Yep, we're still working towards that next corner. There we go, that's better. With the bonus, that ends up being a
90.
A 7 under 37.
Yeah, I think you're just accelerating at this point. So, like, we said the amount of stuff there, that's an extreme success, right? Should be.
I'm not positive on that one. It's close. It's definitely a hard. I'm not sure.
It's
on
definitely
the extreme.
hard. 7. You got like a 30.
It is a extreme. It's right on the extreme.
Hey, well, with an extreme, I think you are at the corner.
Ooh,
Sweet.
okay.
All right.
Okay, so now it's okay if the creature catches up a little bit.
Yep.
Well, let's hope the creature's still paying attention to you. You never thought if you put too much distance between you, if it would lose interest, did you?
Oh, I've definitely
Alright, I
thought
can
about
move.
it. I've definitely thought about it.
All right.
Hopefully.
What about you, Skip? What are you doing?
I mean, we're still driving, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep rolling check or assist checks. That is 48 under 70, so just to make it
Okay, and like both between now Skip and it's the same thing. You get a plus 30 to your next drive roll. Cora, how are you distracting your new best friend?
Okay. So, she can, well, I don't know. I don't know if she can see. I don't know how far she can see, but I'm assuming in her astral form she can at least see that the truck is not like
Yeah,
immediately
it's not in
there
your
anymore.
general area.
Yeah.
Normally,
So Cora,
like the way I imagine it is like you can only see like a room size
yeah,
area.
I was gonna say, I know that it's pretty like fuzzy. So Cora is going to like will her astral form to start moving in like the speed that she can down the street. I know we're making this up as we go, but she is gonna be like headed in the direction that the truck left. Still persuading. I mean, if you want me to keep persuading, I can
No,
to like
because
keep
I
the
think
thing
this is
on
going
me.
to work closer to what will be happening next with his
Okay.
with the creature's
With
turn.
what he's gonna do.
Yeah. I need you to make me a power roll. And
What is it? What's
you
the
you're gonna want a good result.
Cora might die right now. Okay. Okay, that is a 55 under 60.
Well, it is a success. Just not as
It's
hard of a
not enough.
success that you need. As the mask's eyes begin to light up
Ooh.
and lock onto your eyes. And you are frozen. You are unable to move. As it stares into there. And as it lifts up its gloved hand and touches your forehead. And you're back in your body.
Oh. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Maybe.
You'll find out.
That
Alright,
does
well,
not sound like that was a good thing, ultimately.
Let's see. Is it able to... I'm going to roll to see if it's able to keep up. Oh, yeah. It's coming for y'all. It's pretty much at this intersection right now. So it kind of charged down like past 2 intersections. It is focused on you guys.
Okay, so right now we are aiming to make that turn next.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was making it.
And you have a plus 30.
Yeah,
so.
I was making sure that everyone knew where our next target turn was.
I'm gonna say if you get another extreme success, you are gonna make it to the field with no problem.
All the way to the field or to that turn?
Like you're gonna, like it's not the amount of distance, and the creature isn't like riding you as it was like in that last little U-turn. So it's I think between that and everything, if you get an extreme, I'm gonna say you're gonna get into the field and kind of get into a good position.
The question for the group then
No questions.
is: do we actually want to get that far? Because we need to make sure that it still knows where we're going. And right now it can see where we're turning.
I will say, like, peek behind the curtain, if you get an extreme, like, it is following you. So, like, I'm not going to punish you by rolling an extreme success and getting there, and it's not going to follow.
Well, it's also making sure that it knows where it can follow us. But
yes.
So that is an 8 under 37 total, which is not an extreme, but it is a hard.
Okay, so you're at the next intersection. Like you're pretty much at your turn, we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're at the turn. You can see the field. Let's see. Well, anyone that wants to do aid checks, this is when you would do it now.
Skip, are you aiding again?
Yep. That is my life now. I'm just a number generator. That is a.
Is it random?
39 under 70. It's not being consistent.
Okay, so that was a regular. Cora, are you joining in this as well? Oh, by the way,
I mean, I am imagining Cora is very disoriented.
Yes.
Like, I can't imagine her just, like, waking up and then being like, yes, watch out!
Yeah, like, you also have brain fog and body, like, your blood gained 800 pounds.
Coming back into mess.
With Cora coming back in, would be Cora's first actual conscious experience with the heaviness, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's also the first time that Cora woke up, and it's not like 32 hours later. So with that, Caleb, you're gonna have a plus 30 your next roll. Oh, okay. Well, if for flavor's sake, this is what we'll say is because spoilers. I rolled very well. You guys are sitting there at the corner, and maybe like you're waiting. You're like, where could it be? Where could it be? And then like coming out of this intersection right here, it like bursts forward, just like is right there locking on. Like it does like the Akira slide, like but on its feet, and it's just like looks at you guys and it's just like about to charge forward. Hey, Caleb.
All right, come on, Dice. Behave.
Give me that 99 so the car explodes.
Okay, so that is a 39 over 37 total. So I'm definitely using luck to bring that to
Use
a
your
success.
luck.
So that would be a 37 with the luck added to it.
Hey, yeah, you're able to get in there, and you're in the field. You can get into a position where I assume like maybe you come over here. I didn't change my paint color. That's not where the monster is, but it's like I assume you kind of go over there to lure it to kind of go across.
I assume that as we're kind of like coming into the field, both the we would have been talking on the radio, saying, kind of giving them a idea of as we're getting close, and they would have had somebody there that points us where they want us to drive through it to lure the creature through the right spot to send us going basically straight across and make sense.
So I also realized for people that are only listening to audio, and like honestly, everybody can't see the map we're looking at because I don't have a way to record that. But you guys go to the far end of the ritual. As you kind of are pulling up there, it's like you see like within the like tree line, kind of behind, like that is kind of separating like the buildings from the field. You can see that the group that was there is all standing there. Where's Timmy, Sheriff Hudson, the guy who mentored Cora, that I'm completely blanking on his name.
Kyle?
Oh gosh.
Kyle. And I
Kyle
thought there was
Kyle.
one.
Kyle. It's Kyle.
I think there was one more person that I'm completely forgetting.
Was Charles there?
Yes,
I'm pretty sure Charles.
I think. Yes, Charles was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so there you can see them all kind of like hunkering down a little bit, kind of staying out of sight. And you know what? We're gonna go a little long. Okay, not a ton long. But
I was ready for you to end it there, and I was gonna be a little mad.
No, we're too close to things, but I need to do a quick. No, I don't want that one. A quick musical change. As you guys are there, and maybe you guys are just like all in like positions and stuff. Maybe if you're hiding behind the truck, if you all got out, and it's like you see the symbols there. You can see all 4 cups, and you're just very confused because like it's quiet. Like there's no like sounds of animal life. You don't hear the sounds of humans that was populating the place just a couple, like, literally within the hour beforehand of the parade. You don't, maybe the most noise that you hear is a slight crackling of fire from the 4 cups that are in the field, and the cooling down of the clicking engine of Caleb's truck. And then you guys are just like breathing, like you just hear everyone breathing as this creature that seemed to be chasing you for so like intensely for some reason slowed down. And then a minute turns into 2, and 2 minutes turn into 3, and 3 minutes turn into a question of what if it went down the St. Ignace. And right as you guys believe that you're going to go and make a move, the creature steps into the clearing. It sees the truck. I don't know if you guys, how well hidden you are, if you're just kind of sitting behind there. There's more of me kind of taking control of your characters, but you don't need to roll stealth, as it slowly kind of just steps closer and closer. And you see one step past a cup that it didn't see. And then the next step until it's in the center. And then all of a sudden it's like a crack of thunder. I don't think that's what you normally describe thunder, but it's just like this boom, this rumble that is like shattering, like almost deafens all your ears, as you can see this flash of light, and the creature's legs begin to like sink into the ground as well as disintegrate underneath it as it begins falling on itself as it drops the axe and everything. And it's like a slow like process as like it like becomes this. It's not really ash that it turns into. It's like a weird putty as it slowly like melts and disintegrates, and it splashes up this like invisible wall that you can see. Now as you guys are all sitting there, and it's like the last thing is like it holds up the gloved hand as like you see the mask just deflate and hit the ground, and there's just one hand just slowly melting up the arm, and it's at the elbow. I want all three of you guys to give me a spot hidden.
Of course. That's 92 over 70.
I can use luck on that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 53 under 72.
I'm making that a 69 at 69.
Okay. Sorry, I have to check one thing. All right. Caleb, you notice real quick what Cora, you also succeeded, right?
53 under 72, yeah.
Okay. Caleb, you notice that this glove only has 2 runes on it.
Uh-oh.
Cora, you notice on the back of Caleb's jacket is a rune. There's also a rune on the legs, on one of the legs of Skip. And before anything is said, it snaps its fingers and all 3 runes ignite. Where's the 3rd rune? It's on Cora's head. Yes, that's what it did when it kind of poked your astral form. So I had to look up something just to find out what a thing is. Because you guys did say we might die. Well, if you want to have an idea of what I'm rolling, you can just look up the damage chart for a flamethrower.
Oh dear.
Oh my gosh.
As this, I don't know if this is the right word, so I'm not going to use it, but as this pretty much 3 fireballs ignite on different locations. And I'm going to roll 3 different damage dice, like 3 different times. So I'm going to go down the line of least hurt to most hurt. So I think first would be Caleb. For people who don't have this will be 2d6. That is what a flamethrower's damage is worth. Caleb, you take 11 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. That's my total maximum hit points.
That's more than Caleb's.
I probably should have looked up death. But anyway.
We did this last time Cora went unconscious.
Yeah, I think it's just unconscious. I think maybe the only one that could possibly be in trouble might be Cora due to a severe injury.
Yeah.
But, well, let's save Cora for last. Okay. Skip. That's 6 points of damage.
That's one more than I currently have.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You did take a bunch.
I did take a bunch. I had 5
All right.
left.
All right. Elizabeth, how sick do you feel?
I'm just trying to picture what this even looks like.
Yeah, it's not like... Don't think D&D fireball. Think like a very contained, like... Not even like a fireball. Like, imagine fire just spreads across your bodies.
Yeah. This sounds like horrifyingly like painful and slow.
Yeah.
Like we just
You know what's a good way?
combust.
Here's a good way to think of this. Hereditary. When they throw the book in there and boom. It's like that.
Yeah. Love that movie.
So do I.
Love it.
I love bringing it up because it's the best movie to share memes about. You take 8 points of fire damage.
I am somehow still alive. I have 1 hit point left.
Okay. You know what? I know how in the fiction we can do this. So maybe you're standing next to Ashley, and then you see this, and maybe you're like, you're just like,
I think I like imagine Cora like jumping, like in my head, this is like slow motion as she's like putting this all together, and she's like reaching to Skip and Caleb, like trying to get words out, and then she's just watching them like just combust into flames.
yes. And like maybe you're about to say one of those names, and then like an extreme heat flies up like your body, and
Yeah.
Ashley, like next to you, quickly is able to act and extinguish the flames, but you definitely have 3rd-degree burns all over your body.
I mean, clearly.
The other 2 go unconscious, as pretty much like we hear like the screams of the pretty much all 3 of these characters as we see their 4 friends across the field just booking it over. Well, 4 friends and child running over as we just see this burning glow behind a vehicle as the hand disintegrates as a glove falls, and our camera slowly kind of points and starts doing like a drone aerial shot at the summoning circle as the 4 flames begin to go out, and all that's left is this puddle of like gray sludge that is like drying out and disintegrating and drift blowing away. And the last thing our camera sees is the mask, the axe, and the glove. See you guys for chapter 5.
Ooh. Success? Question mark?
That is a lot of loose ends. That was a lot of loose ends for those characters. How long have we been playing these people? A year?
Yeah.
I don't like this ending.
Yeah, well, something that I told the players, and we can let the guys, the listeners know now. Next chapter, all 3 of these all 3 of these players are bringing in new characters.
Yeah.
And now
That's the
it
end.
really makes sense. And I'm not going to let you guys write the end for these characters. It will come up potentially.
Oh boy.
Wow.
But from what we can know is that all 3 of them are still alive. But as we said earlier, have very big boo-boos. So that is it. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for getting up to the end of chapter 4. And yeah. Next episode will be a Q&A, which I'm pretty sure there might be some Q's to the A's. That doesn't sound right, but it's what came out. So keep your eyes open for that next week. And Chapter 5. New characters, new adventure. Same crazy. So
Woo!
thank you, everybody. Until next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Bye bye.